If you see this room, it only means one thing. It is leg friggin' day at good old Iron Heaven Gym. What's going on, y'all? Larry here. Been a while since I hit you with a long form video. So I figured it was time again. And plus I found my tripod. So that's always a glorious day when you find something that you lose. But in any event, legs today, and really just trying to get that good leg development that's gonna help me whenever I step on stage again. So a couple of things to keep in mind that we're gonna be doing today is that you'll see some myo reps. You'll see some, obviously some heavy loading, but this is gonna be kind of a little more low volume than what I've normally done, but a lot of the mini stuff inside of a set that's gonna be extended out. So probably won't see a lot of bar movements, but definitely stuff that's guided, like machines, leg press, leg curl, all that good stuff. So let's get started. Got some seated leg curls, been progressing really good on that. And I've added in a lot more glute work too. So we'll see a little bit of that. But until then, let's get it moving. All right, hamstring curls seated on the Cybex machine. As I said in the beginning of the video, this workout overall was low in volume, pretty low in volume. And I got into a conversation with somebody about, is low volume good for muscle and strength and putting size on? Guys, I need to emphasize, and I want you to listen to me very closely. The program that you're running does not, I repeat, does not have a super huge effect on, well, it does, but not to the extent that you may think of when we're talking about trimming down or slimming up or anything like that. I always like to use John Meadows as an example. His programs aren't bulk up or slim down programs. They're programs to develop the muscle, get stronger, volumize it. A lot of that happens with your diet. A lot of the nutrients that you put in your body, that happens. So when we're talking about getting size and getting all that, obviously what you do in the gym plays a role, but what you do at the dinner table plays a bigger role. So if there's anything that you don't take from this video out of the 19 plus minutes that you'll be watching, please know that training system is the last, probably one of the fewest things you want to think about when it comes to bulking up or slimming down, in my opinion. Leg curls went well. I thought I was about to catch a cramp on that second myo rep set. I have a tendency to catch those if I'm not really hydrating. It's like 4 something in the morning. I got off work at 11. So no, I'm not super hydrated, not even really well fed, but still got to get it in because I don't like to lose sessions. So now we're here to the glute raise, and I'm gonna activate the glutes. I want you to keep in mind that good glute development can lead to good leg development. So, you know, if you see leg development with poor glute development, that's a telling sign that there needs to be something fixed. I recently started programming my clients with a lot more glute work than what they were normally doing. So I should see some better leg development out of that. So don't neglect your butt, guys. Pause. But work really hard on these and your squats will shoot up, you know? So let's get to work. Now that we've gotten that out the way,
again, strong glutes make for a strong explosion in the squat. So today, instead of loading my spine vertically, I decided to load myself at the hip and go for the winning belt squat. These were my warm-up sets. So no warm-up set I've ever done, whether it be powerlifting or bodybuilding, has been super, super clean. But I did those and think I could be pretty proud of them. So set of 10 for the warm-up. And then we just progressively back the weights down until we get to do a single. And then we just go for broke on our last couple of sets. I remember I did 2 sets with 3 plates and then did one more. I tried to get 20, but I couldn't. But with that being said, why the belt squat? So the belt squat is a good reason to not load your spine when you don't have to, right? The belt squat is good for other movements, such as stiff-legged deadlifts. I even know some guys that do bent over rows on it. So whatever you could do to get that great leg development later on in life, please do so. The reason why I like the belt squat so much for older individuals, we're talking 40 plus, is that again, it doesn't vertically load the spine. So you don't have to worry about lower back injuries necessarily, right? And then another thing too is I like the versatility of the equipment. Now a drawback is that it's really hard to do these heel elevated because when you unrack it, you will be pitched forward a bit. But for some guys, they can't recover from that and they just end up dumping the weight on the belt.
What I mean is that if you start with more a moderate volume and you gradually increase the number of sets over time, sure, the body can acclimate. For example, at the peak of your bodybuilding career, you were probably doing more sets than when you started out. Sure. So because you build more muscle, you build more tolerance. Okay. Now, if you look at specifics, the difference in the training stimulus between the theory of that one set to failure and several exercises, it's based on the theory of maximally effective.
All right, high speed, low drag session today for back. Got him. I'm here. It's 5:35 right now, and I only got about an hour because I got to get people out the house. So today is going to be just some really hard work, not a whole lot to it. Back to bent over rows again, and then we got some pull downs, basically everything double arm just to save on time. I've been doing a lot of single arm stuff, but we'll put that to the wayside today just to be able to get the movement in, do the movement, and get better. A couple of things that I am going to emphasize is working at a higher rep range, not going to failure for at least a couple of sets, and saving it for about the last, maybe the second to last work set. I like to keep it around about maybe 3 exercises, 4 exercises, 3 to 4 sets a piece, and just really work hard in a limited amount of time. I don't think I'll have time for biceps today, which semi annoys me, but whatever. But we're gonna get it done. We're gonna work really hard in a short amount of time, so let's get going.
All right, Magnum press. Not gonna waste time with showing you guys warm-ups here. We're just gonna get straight to the work sets, which I shot for 4 with 3 plates. Last winter I was really getting strong at this, but I haven't really done it since then. So now, I've added it back in there. I just wanted to change the pace from what I had been doing to kick off my back workouts anyway. I was under the gun this session, so it was much better to do double arm movements than it was single arm. Hence why you guys see it today. So 3 sets here. A couple of key points is that even though my elbows are coming out, I'm imagining sliding the elbows down to the hip to be able to get a little bit more lat stimulation. Because as it stands right now, and you guys see it, it's a lot of upper back, lower trap rhomboid that's involved in this movement. So if you're a competitive bench presser, great movement. If you're a regular ass bodybuilder, great movement. If you're just a dad who wants to get back, great movement.
All right, been over barbell rows. Haven't done this exercise in quite some time, but I've been back at it for the past 2 weeks. So, great back thickness exercise if it's done correctly. If it's not done with a lot of erky-jerky form or any erky-jerky form, a bent over row can be done 2 ways. You can do them Dorian Yates style, right, with a slight angle in the upper body and row to your waist. Or you could be completely perpendicular to the floor, bent over, and pause each rep on the floor. And you'll normally use 25s with that if you want an extended, more exaggerated range of motion. So that's 2 ways to do them. Today we're going to do the bodybuilder style. So bent over at a slight angle, and we're just going to roll to the waist. Now, keep in mind, I am 43. I am not 23. So 225 is a work set. I don't want to hear, well, so-and-so did this. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not doing it. So there you go.
And the same guys as the bent over row on the Panada row. 2 plates is work set. And I only did 1 here until I had to back down the weight because it was excruciatingly heavy and I didn't want to do just 8 reps. So a plate and a quarter sufficed for the subsequent 2. A couple of things you need to keep in mind too is that you see how my chest is on the pad. What I should really have done was kind of raise the pad up a bit and just kind of conclave over it, get a little bit of a stretch, and then just really forcibly pull back and hit that middle back area. So there we go with that. Here, nothing fancy, but I do want people to know that Spud Inc. does make handles this long, and man, you're able to really get a good stretch. You're able to get a really good contraction, and you don't have that limitation that having a rope, a shorter rope would give you. So if you have the chance to pick this up, I encourage you to pick it up. You can get it through EliteFTS.com. I don't know where else you can get it, probably Spud Inc.'s website, even if they still sell it, because this thing looked like it's been put through the paces. And Bob's had it for a while. Used to be yellow. So that's it. Thanks guys for watching. And if you stay tuned, I'm gonna give you some look into the future plans that I'm doing for next week.
All right, back post session in the Dadmobile, and by the Dadmobile, I mean a minivan, which is actually a pretty decent vehicle to drive in. Young people, get a minivan. It's good for you. Anyway,
I had to kind of turn the brain off today because I was under the gun to get a lot of stuff done. 4 exercises in the span of an hour. Very old school, Jay Cutler-ish, very much not in line with a lot of the science literature that you see today. People will tell you it don't work. I'm here to tell you it will work. But you have to understand, that when you're doing this style of training, it's probably better to cycle it in for a couple of workouts versus an entire cycle. I'm still very much a fan of, couple of work sets, a back off set with tight form, doing a little bit lighter weight to failure for that last set, myo reps, rest pause, clusters. I'm a fan of all of that. So I will still walk that line of doing that style of work in my own workouts. However, if you can keep a focused mindset for your workouts and you're under the gun like I was this morning, then you absolutely can do the 4 sets of 12, 4 sets per body part, 3 exercises per body part, and get a lot of good work done. I mean, it's still effective. People may not like it. People are going to say it's ineffective. I'm here to tell you, I've been in this shit for a long time. It's effective. It's not the best. It's not super optimal, but it is absolutely one of the better things to use. Basically, I said all of that to say you could do volume training and you won't fucking die like a lot of people are preaching. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to get back to long form stuff. I actually go on vacation next week. I'm going back home. So what I plan to do is I'll be hitting up a couple gyms. Hopefully I'll be able to hit about 4 gyms, 1 being quads, and the 3 others, I won't say what they are. You'll have to keep tabs on the channel, but definitely 1, I'll be hitting quads because I trained there for a very, very long time. And I'm happy to be back going there. They got some new equipment. And I hope some Omaha gym owners will look at this video because I'm going to say, I don't care how you get this piece of equipment. Fucking get it. So, have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Be blessed. And as always, thank you for watching.